Welcome back to another random and interesting video here on ShopDog-Garage. I have all those. I want to verify it actually works the way I think it will. And if it does, we'll get those mounted. Okay, I've got a temp mount. Our squeaker's on low. Okay, walk in front of it. Hear that? Okay, let me show them where it is. So there happened to be a hole in the bumper there. It's not super tight. I just wanted to test the concept. So see, you can, well, you might not be able to hear it, but it can see me, and now it can't. And now it can, and now it can't. I think that concept's going to work. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these filled up. We'll get some clips up and go from there. Alright, so here is the concept. This is what we're going to do. I just got to mine some cables a little bit, and then we can kind of play with how we want them pointed. But the best part is if something hits them and knocks them out and they're dangling here, you can just pop them back in. Plus, for the low cost of, I think these gray things are like 20 cents a piece. Well, probably 30 now. And he's got 4 extra of the sensors. That gives him a lot of longevity, because you know what happens when you buy all these aftermarket things is you can't get parts for them in the future. And I guess we can pull these stickers, but he's got backup lights. He's got his little squeakers so he doesn't back into too much when he's plowing. And we still got to come up with bezel for that switch, but other than that, I think that was everything on the list. But turns out I was wrong. That was more we were doing. So we just got those gauges all out, and he's capping off the capillary tube feed off the water pump, because now he knows the gauges in the dash for oil and water are good. So gonna get rid of that. This tack wasn't working anyway. But he's got what we're hoping is a much nicer bezel. So we're going to put that in, uncut up. And I capped off where the oil feed was, and now he's getting ready to cap off where the water feed was. So, yeah, less chances to leak. Alright, so he got that capped off, and he's getting ready to put coolant back in. I just swapped this, because the one in the old dash was better, although the old dash had a broken little end on the piece that goes chick, 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 you know, that makes all 3 of these cycle. So we just swapped that, so now this all works, and this works all nice. But we noticed the mounts on the light switch are pretty bad, which, if you recall, it was kind of a common problem. So the thing I want to do before I get too much further is check and see if this switch actually works. It's not all melted, and that's a good sign. But let's verify that this works before he gets too much work going here, because he also got to rebuild this corner. Luckily, he's got one. But yeah, we just want to get rid of these giant holes. Just hook the battery up. Let's see if we get headlights. Well, I get dinging. I was kind of hoping I'd see him. I think I see him on the car, but okay, that worked. And then if I cycle brights, I saw it work on the wall, but let's show you guys. Yep, went to the middle. Let me go to just parking brake. Which is just the top one, or parking light. Okay, so that switch is working. Now I want to check the panel switch. So if I turn it all the way up, oh, car's got to be on. Turn the car on. I don't actually, oh, I don't have the car actually on. Okay, so yeah, bright, dim, bright, dim, bright. And that would have turned that on, but he's got that light bulb out. Okay, that switch works, so we can go with that. He's just got to build up some new little mounts. So, yeah, in fact, I think that's the cover for that guy. I got the ashtray back in, and then when they put the gauges in, they didn't put those two screws in, so suddenly all that just got sturdier. I still gotta order something for that. Keep forgetting. Been a little busy. So that's probably all that's going together now, because I know he wants to fix that new bezel a little bit. We're disappointed at how much he's got to fix for the light switch, but on the upside, the light switch is good. So yeah, he's just got to rebuild this corner and these things. And unfortunately on this design, that's not an uncommon failure. All right, the people, we're going to close this one out. One more week on this, it looks like, because he's going to do a little bit of work, clean that up a little bit, fix that corner, and try to make new pedestals for the headlight switch. We got the capillary tube out from the water sender. We got the oil feed line off. Got a grommet back in the hole. Luckily there was other wires going through it, so that closed up nice. That's the grommet and wiring right there that we just did for the reverse light and the radars in the back. This is what it looks like. I think for what this truck is for, I think that's pretty ideal. I think this will work pretty good. Yeah, it's a nice OBS. Well, right now it seems like every one of them is worth $1 million, isn't it? Every old truck now is worth way more than it should be. But no, he's got to finish topping that off, but it's got to be running and warm to do that. So he's reminding himself there. And yeah, it's coming together. It'll suck some coolant down next time we get to starter. And hopefully I will remember to get a mount for that rocker switch for when he can cut off those reverse lights, just in case he doesn't want them in public. So I do still have to find something for that. Putting the seat in, not a big deal. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been another ShopRex approved video. Thanks for watching.